Welcome to the Automaticist.
So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how the macOS file structure works. So this will be especially useful if you're switching to Mac from Windows and you don't really know where things are. So first of all, I have to say that there are two sort of big encompassing locations. So there's your local hard drive, which is often just called Macintosh HD, or sometimes it might be called Untitled. And that is basically the hard drive, or nowadays more likely solid state drive, that is inside your computer. And so in that we have four folders: applications, which is just the applications folder. Now, these used to be per user, but for a long time now, it has been the case that your applications are accessible by anyone. Now, what I've just done is I pressed Command and up arrow, which is actually on this menu. Go to the enclosing folder, it's right here. And the Go menu is very useful in the Finder. So go enclosing folder, and we're back to Macintosh HD, which stands for hard drive, even though this is a solid state drive. And then there's library. And library and system are really folders that amateurs should avoid, and experts will already know what they were for. So one example of that is like for my Minecraft, it's all in library, and I'm not exactly sure where it is under library, but I know that I have a shortcut to it, or an alias. And if we go up, go up, go up, we're in my library folder. So this is the universal library folder. So this is for everybody. So it's like data that you don't generally need to access. We go down a level to users, and this is where you'll find your home folder. So as this is a Unix-based operating system, we have a home folder. So it's a lot like Linux in this sense. So we can see that I have 3 accounts: my main account for me, my college account, which separates my schoolwork from my YouTube and other stuff, guest account, and then a shared folder. And this just has a bunch of relocated items. So if we're looking at my home folder, I have made this folder called YouTube, but there's all this stuff, and there's also this one called iCloud Drive Archive. So at some point that I think that was made automatically. So let's look at each one of these folders. So movies. You can see that my iMovie library is in here. And downloads, this is one of the default stacks right here. Basically everything that I've downloaded goes here. Applications, this would be my specific applications. So like I was talking about, like how it used to be that applications were installed like just per user. That's not the case anymore. It hasn't been for a while, but this is where they would go. Sites, it has this Safari icon, so yes, it is specific to Safari. I don't have anything in there because I use Firefox. Music, so this is where your iTunes would have been. I guess I still have one because I've upgraded versions. It's your GarageBand stuff. Pictures, now this is not all the photos on your Photos app. That is actually in a separate place. Now there is a link to it, but it actually is on iCloud, which we'll be getting to shortly. Public is a thing where you can put shared stuff. So it has my Dropbox. I don't use Dropbox, but it has it. Fortschriebers stands for book I'm writing. I just put that in there. So now iCloud Drive. Now in more recent versions of macOS, including the current version, the desktop and documents folders are actually on iCloud Drive. So that's this. So that's like all my gajillion screenshots. There's a lot of them. So desktop is stored in iCloud Drive. And what's great about that, so like if you have a laptop and a desktop, they're going to have the same desktop folder. And then of course the documents folder is like that as well. Mine's pretty messy. And then we have stuff for text edit, pages, numbers, Keynote, GarageBand, and whatever else. And essentially, this is stuff for each app or each program. So like if we open up Pages, we can open up documents that way, or we can just, drill down to the Pages folder and open up, just all this random stuff that I have in my Pages folder. A lot of stuff that I could get rid of. And so that is essentially the iCloud structure. We can see, going all the way up. And if we notice, since I'm logged in as me and not logged in as my college account, there's a lot of things that have this where I'm not able to see what's in here. It's got the, do not enter sign. That's because, of course, I don't have permission to see any of the contents of any of that stuff. Now, as an administrator account, there's a bit more that I can see, but I can't see other people's stuff because it presumes that this is somebody else, even though it's also my stuff. I would just need to log in with that account. So that is a bit of the macOS file structure. A lot of this is also very similar to Linux. And that is essentially where everything is stored on a Mac. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.